Welcome to your Columbus. We're gonna quick walk around, jump inside, and then we'll go over the outside. Alright, when you first walk in, you're going to see your fuses and your breaker box. Definitely bring some fuses with me at campgrounds. You never know if you're going to pop one. Looks like you got 25s and 15s. Looking right up here, you're going to have your thermostat, just like a house. Go to the mode and setting that you would like and the temperature you would like. Zone 1 is going to be in the living room, and then Zone 2 is going to be the front of the coach. Right up in the digital pad, you're going to have your auto leveling. This is where it's going to tell you errors and codes like that. Also, you can hit auto level, auto hitch, manual level, and auto retract all jacks. But I do like to do this outside just because then I can watch the coach itself. And then this switch right here is going to power the fan. Taking a look at the living room, we got the island. Right below the island, you got a carbon monoxide detector. Again, that always draws power no matter what. There's a reset button on there if you know there's no gas in here. Got the table dinette, the chairs, their massage and heat. Got the light switch right there for the backlights. Light switch is going to be up here. TV. Got this little tab. Push the little tab up. Releases the TV. Behind here you're going to have a little button with the green light. That's going to toggle between cable and your local channels. Electric fireplace. These pump out a pretty decent amount of heat. High or low. Change the colors. And then timing. On and off. Oven. You just gotta push them in and it starts the igniters. Same thing for the oven. You're just gonna have to wait for the pilot light, which will be right in here. The ovens do take the longest. It is the longest gas line. Microwave, pretty straightforward. There are manuals right in here if you do need a reference. Fridge and freezer. You're going to have your controls up top. You're going to have a water filter that goes in the top left corner. This is a little lock. It goes right in the middle. You just twist it on. Also comes with a tire pressure monitoring system. This is an external device that you can either put to the dash of your vehicle or just put it in a cubby and check it periodically here and there. Again, just checking the tire pressures. Taking a look at the stairwell. The first cubby, you're going to have your control panel. This awning right here is going to be on the trailer itself, and then this one is going to be for the awning on the slide out. If you fully hold it until it's out and you see the tube and keep holding it out, it'll just roll in the opposite way. So know that if you want it to roll in the other way, you just got to hold it in until it rolls in the opposite way again. Slide outs in and out, pretty straightforward again. Once they're fully out, you'll hear the gears. Don't keep holding it, just let the gears hit a couple times and then let go of that button. Your battery reader, fresh tank reader, black tank reader, you just push the buttons. The lights will grow as the tanks fill up, but the battery is full. We like to say wait till 2/3 full for the black, don't wait till full, and leave a little bit in your gray tank to pull after your black, so it kind of cleans up the end of the hose area before you go touching that area. Tank heaters right down here. These are 12 volt pads on those tanks, trying to keep those from not freezing if you're winter camping. And then you got your gas, electric water heater. You can use both at the same time. If you're just using electric, it will take a little bit longer to heat up. The water pump, that's going to be your fresh tank if you're ever camping in the middle of nowhere, or if you don't have city water connection. And then you got all your light buttons right here. For the toilet, always have about a gallon of water in the toilet system with the toilet chemical solution, just so something's always swishing around in there. It's never dry. If you're ever at full hookup, don't leave your valve open. The smell will arise. Let that tank get to 2/3 full. Clean it out. Again, fill it back up with a gallon of water and the toilet solution. Walking in the bedroom, you're going to see your slide out button for in here. In and out, you'll hear the gears click once it's fully out. This little black dot on the wall is going to be a thermostat reader, just so you know. You have lights up here. You have little touch buttons. Turn them on. Then on your doors, you have little hinge locks. Make sure they don't move while you're traveling. Walking back down, you're going to see your fire extinguisher. Then also something to know about the refrigerator. If you are traveling in the vehicle, you're going to need your inverter on to power it. Also the 3 closest outlets. And we'll see the inverter on the outside. To the right of the door, you're going to have your first tank. Open and close. Storage compartment. You're going to have your battery disconnect. It's going to turn off everything except for that carbon monoxide detector. Do have some TV hookups if you want to throw a TV out here. Stairs, they are strut assisted. Little tabs, push those in and it'll free the legs to change the desired height for different ground clearances that you're going to have. Your tires are filled with nitrogen. You can mix it with regular air. Bearings need to be repacked every 6,000 miles or 2 years, depending on how much you travel. I do suggest getting it done by somebody. If they're overpacked, they get on the brakes, and if they're underpacked, they burn up, which are both safety hazards. Right behind your first jack, you're going to have an LP quick connect right down in here with a little valve to turn it on and off, and those are going to feed off your tanks. Right above the LP quick connect, you have this hole. In the hole, there's a T-bar in here, and the T-bar is to manually override the slides if it were to go out on you electrically. Again, next to the quick connect and next to the T-bar hole, underneath you're going to have your spare tire jack. Both of which have a tool located underneath. This will be for the spare tire, and the one with the little gaps will be for the T-bar. Your fifth wheel is backup camera ready, so if you do want that feature, you just gotta purchase the backup camera. It's not necessary, but it is nice. The hitch, rated for 300 pounds. Alright, to the off door side. Power cord goes right in here. To the left of that, got another port for the slide overrides. And right by your tire, you're gonna have your fridge low point drain. To the left of that, you're gonna have your fresh low point drain. And then right in the middle underneath, you're gonna have your low point drains of your hot and cold. Alright, so we're gonna access the ice maker valve. You gotta pull this little tab out to close it so water doesn't enter it. And then you got the low point drain in the back to drain it. Okay, taking a look at our water area. Got your outside shower, hot and cold. Push this in, it comes out. Push it back in. Then you're gonna have your satellite, cable, and auxiliary hookups. water pump, but you can also do that on the inside. The little tabs, you just got to correlate it to what type of camping you're doing. City water connection, that's where you're going to want a water pressure regulator. Drops on the PSI to 55 PSI. Campgrounds are pushing for everybody, don't want to blow out your lines. This is going to be where you do the black tank flush. Do a different hose than your drinking hose. That's a sprinkler on the inside trying to spray off the sensors of the toilet paper and all the gunk. Then you got your poles right here. We like to say leave a little bit in your gray to pull after your black, so it's cleaning up the end. This right here is going to be your water filter area. You got to clean out that antifreeze really well before you throw in that water filter, otherwise it will ruin it. Taking a look at the water heater. So when you go to dewinterize this unit, the first thing you're going to do is go underneath, go to your low point drains, open those up, and the antifreeze is going to start coming out. Then you're going to connect water to your city connection and go to all your fixtures, outside shower, toilet, shower, and start flushing out all that old antifreeze until you get a good flow of good water coming out. After you got the good flow of water coming out, you can turn off the water, go to your low point drains, close your low point drains. Then you're going to come back to your water heater. Grab your anode rod. This will break down over time. About halfway you're going to need to get a new one. That's the water eating at this instead of the hot water heater itself. You're going to plug this in right here, tighten that down with a socket, and then you're going to go to your hot water source inside the camper or right out here, and you're going to turn that on. Nothing's going to come out right away because this has to fill up first. Once water starts coming out a good flow of your hot side, then this should be full of hot water. To check it, you can do your pressure release valve. A little water will come out right there. After you know there's water in here, then you can turn the hot water heater on. Don't want to turn it on without water in there. It'll burn up that heating element. You do have an electrical switch out here, so you do need to turn that on if you're ever going to be doing the electrical element. You have reset buttons if it ever does not fire for you. Also, next to that, please let little kids know that this is the furnace. It gets hot. Back in the storage compartment, you're going to have your auto level. And again, that inverter to power the refrigerator and the 3 closest outlets when you're in traveling. Just got to make sure you turn that on when you are traveling with your vehicle. Auto level, I like to do it on the outside just so I can watch the trailer itself. I like to have my slides out so it's in its final resting position before I hit auto level. You hit the up and down button to turn the unit on. Hitch height is going to be the last position it remembers before you hit auto level. So theoretically it should be pretty close to your truck when you're ready to leave. If the whole system is giving me a fuss, what I like to do is hit retract all, makes those jacks go all the way up, go back to its center point and try to reconfigure itself. Going underneath the front of the camper, you're going to have your stabilizing hydraulic pump, and then your batteries are going to be located underneath here. Again, battery disconnect will turn off everything except for the carbon monoxide detector. If you are storing away for winter, take those batteries out. Carbon monoxide detector will always draw. Right here, you're going to have a solar panel import. Just make sure you got that import to put a solar panel outside on the ground to trickle charge the batteries. These lights right here are going to be for the front of the cap, and then right here. And you do have this light right here to help you at night. So maintenance tips, I like to say before and after camping season, treat your roof with a UV blocker, roof cleaner and conditioner. Spray it on, scrub it around like you're washing a car. Leave it on there a couple of minutes, let it moisten up, spray it off. For the side of the coach, you can use carnauba wax. A lot of the car waxes has it, but carnauba in specific. Anywhere you have a rubber seal, especially on your slide outs, make sure you hit that with a rubber seal conditioner. Spray it on, it foams up like shaving cream. You leave it on there a couple minutes, again it moistens it up, and you spray it off. I would definitely do all that before and after camping season.